Lesson 5 is all about mastering the evidence. So your ex is going to continue to attempt to abuse you through the court process. They'll make threats, they'll harass you, lie to everyone about you and create conflict between you and your children. All of which can feel very overwhelming and unsettling, which is of course exactly what your ex wants. So mastery means taking their behaviour and not being triggered by it anymore. Instead, looking at it through the lens of evidence. Reframing it allows you to detach from the experience and see it only as evidence, and that will work in your favour because actually they're doing all the work for you with their behaviours. Their behaviour is so compulsive to them that they can't help themselves, so they are going to give you a hell of a lot of evidence. And the more they behave that way, the more evidence that you finally have to prove to everyone what they're really like and the impact that it's having on you and the children. So mastering the capture of evidence using Evidence Tracker is allowing the patterns to speak for themselves, creating a habit of organising your evidence which saves you the time and energy before hearings and makes it easier and cheaper to present to your legal team. So every time something happens, print it off, pop it in your Evidence Tracker so that you know exactly where it is and what it proves. Mastering, the next step is about following the pattern every time you have to give evidence. Your consistency will be in stark contrast to the chaotic and contradicting evidence presented by your ex. Because liars can't keep track of lies, whereas the truth forges its own path. The key is not to get derailed by any new tactics that your ex introduces. They're simply designed to unnerve you and usually happen when they are feeling under threat, and that means that you are getting close to revealing to the truth. Stay focused and stay on track. Finally, the momentum that you gain from mastering each of those steps is going to help you to gain confidence, and that naturally will help you to present better and better each time. As you become more assertive and self-assured, your ex will start to dysregulate and begin to reveal those patterns in public, proving your argument once and for all. Some key points that are all in the workbook for you are to set a goal before each and every meeting and hearing of what you would like to get across and really focus on that. Have a plan for what you're going to do when an allegation or lie is told, so it doesn't completely derail you. You already know how to deal with it. You feel prepared. Remember to take deep breaths and pause when needed. It's okay to take a minute. Do not make eye contact with your ex. They will hate that because they'll feel like they've lost control of you. Stand tall with your shoulders back and your back straight. This tricks your mind into feeling more confident. Obviously, if you're on a video call or you're sat down, do it before you go in. So go into the loos and practice standing tall, shoulders back, hips straight, chin slightly raised so that you feel confident. Your brain will be like, oh, great, we're in a confident mood today, and it carries it forward. And finally, do have someone with you before the session to calm you down and then keep you grounded. And then also have someone after the session to listen and debrief. You're not always allowed to take someone in with you, but having someone before you go in and after you go in, whether they're at the court or at your house or just on the end of a phone, really does help you to say everything that you want to say, to vent, to allow all of those emotions to come out in the right place, not in the wrong one. A word of warning, I would choose someone who is able to keep you ground and level-headed before you go in, not someone who's going to ramp you up and go, yeah, go get them, they're this, they're that, you deserve this, because that energy of anger and resentment will carry through to you. So choose someone who's much more calm and can help you regulate your emotions. And that's the end of the evidence module.